Count, average, sum. In this video, we will learn aggregate functions, count, average, and sum. What is count function? SQL Server count function is an aggregate function that returns the number of items found in a set. So here we have syntax of count function. Select count all distinct expressions from table name where conditions. Here all and distinct is an optional part, and where condition we will pass if we want to apply some filter. So let's see how can we use this count function in SQL Server. So let's open new query editor. From here we will select AdventureWorks. Inside this we have one table, production dot product list price history. So first check the data of this table. Alright. Now select this, execute this. So here we have all these records. Now first use count, and inside this I'll pass this asterisk sign from production dot product list price history. Alright, now select this and execute this. So we have 395 records in this production list price history. So when we use count, it include every record, either it's having null values, space, or values. Alright, now let's use another option, all. So I'll copy this query, paste here, and at the place of star we will use all, and here I'll use the column name and date. Alright, now select this and execute this. So we have 200 records in this and date. So what is the difference of all and star? So star will fetch all the records which is having null values, space, or values, but all option only fetch those records which are having not null values. Alright, so this is how your all function works. Now let's use another option, distinct. So I'll copy this and paste this, and here we will use distinct keyword. Alright, now what distinct will do? So first distinct will fetch unique values, and then count will count those records. So select this and execute this. So here we have only 2 records. So distinct also not include null while fetching the records. Alright, now let's execute first query again. So let's use the where condition with this count function. So let's check how many records we have which is having 711 product ID. So I'll use this query, copy this and paste this over here, and then here I'll use where product ID equal to 711. Alright, now select this and execute this. So there is 3 records of 711 product ID. Alright, so this is how you can apply where clause in select count statement. Average. AVG stands for average. So AVG is also an aggregate function that returns the average value of a group. So here we have syntax of average function, select average, and in the parenthesis we can write all and distinct, and all and distinct is an optional part, then expression from table name where condition. Alright, and condition we will pass if we want to apply some filter. So let's see how can we use average in SQL Server. So for work with average function we use this table, purchasing dot product vendor. So I'll drop here and then select from, and here I'll use some selected columns because we have lots of column over here. So I use this product ID, comma, and I'll use this standard price, then on order quantity, all right, last receipt cost, all right. So now select this and execute this, all right. So we have all these data in these four columns. So let's use average on this on order quantity. So select AVG, and inside this we will use on order quantity, all right. Copy this, paste here from table name, okay. Now select this and execute this. So it returned 660. So this is the average of on order quantity. So whenever we use average function, so it will skip all those rows which is having null values, all right. Now let's see if we use all option. So here paste, and here I'll use all, all right. Let's see if there is any difference or not, all right. So you can see the result 660 if you use all or doesn't use all. So in the both case it works same, all right. Now let's work with distinct keyword. So I'll copy the same query, and at the place of all, distinct, okay. Now select this and execute this. So here you can see this is the result of average of distinct values, all right. Now if you want to apply some filter on this, so let's first execute this query again. So if you want to apply average on standard price of the records 319, so how to do that? For that, select AVG, and inside this standard price from where product ID equal to 319, all right. So it will only calculate average of product 319, all right. Now select this and execute this. So the average is 44.7833. So when we apply where query, how it will work? First it will fetch all those records which is having product ID 319, and then it will apply average on that field, all right. Sum. The sum function is again an aggregate function, and this calculate the sum of all or distinct value in an expression. So here we have syntax of sum function, select sum, and inside the parenthesis all or distinct we can pass, this is again an optional part, and then expression from table name and then where condition. So let's see how can we use this sum function. So to apply sum function, we use again the same table, purchasing product vendor. So we will apply sum on the same column on order quantity. So here select sum, and inside the parenthesis I'll use this column and then from table name, all right. Now select this and execute this. So this is the sum of all the total on order quantity column, all right. So when we use sum, it will not include null values, all right. If we use all option with this, it will return the same result. Let's check, because when we are calculating something, it will not include null, all right. See, the result is same. Now we will use distinct keyword. So I'll copy this, paste here, and at the place of all I use distinct. Fine. So it will calculate only those records which are not having duplicate values. So select this and execute this. So the record is 3,100,993. All right. So this is how this distinct keyword works with sum function. Now if you want to apply some condition, so let's see if I want to calculate those records which product ID is 309. Alright, so I copy this and I'll paste here, and at the place of average I use sum function. So my query is select sum standard price from purchasing dot product vendor where product ID is 319. So select this and execute this. So this is the sum of this standard price which is having product ID 319. Alright. So what we had learned in this tutorial, we had learned what is count, average and sum function, and how to use all three functions in SQL statement. Thank you.